Is the horse they've got to catch this afternoon. This is Slip Anchor and Steve Cawthon. He's demolished the opposition going all the way in his last two races. He'll be very hard to catch today, but no horse has made all the running since the war. Nimbus nearly all the running, but overtaken the stage in the straight. And Snow Knight a lot of the running about 8 years ago. This is Slip Anchor, Steve Cawthon, John Exie.
Yes, the tactics will be absolutely fascinating. I don't think Steve wants to make all the running, but he's perfectly prepared to if nobody else goes on, because what he simply must do is make this as severe a test of stamina as he possibly can, because Slip Anchor's not likely to beat Shadid for speed, but he may outstay him. Of course, that cuts both ways, because by setting a fierce pace, he will stop Shadid from pulling and may help make it easier for Walter Swinburne to settle in. But let's hear from McCurrick.
Those of us with the apricot colours of Slip Anchor and Steve Cawthon, very confident, 9-4, top of the head, 9-4, the field they go. Shadid went out to 9-2, but it's come back. The price was so big, it's come back to 7-2. Very strong Ireland's Law Society, 11-2. And no money for Lester Pickett in his last Derby ride. 10-1 you can get, and 9 in places, that's theatrical. It's 16-1 Damister and 11-1 Supreme Leader. But this Steve Cawthon, if he can win on the 9-4 favourite Slip Anchor, he will prove the most popular Yankee since Doodle Dandy.
Well, Shadid in the background there, still behaving reasonably well. He's on the right of your picture now, as you can see, just on his toes, but not by any means boiling over. I hope I'm not being over-optimistic. There's a shot from our chopper, which couldn't take off for a while because of the low cloud cover, but now, as you see, although it's not a blazing hot day, it's very hot, and the cloud has cleared enough to give us that view of the course. We'll see them during the race from the helicopter as well. Well, there's the Supreme Leader who ran that marvellous race in the General Accident 2000 Guineas. Derek Thompson was talking beforehand to Supreme Leader's trainer Clive Britton and said he's done supremely well. How's he done since the Guineas?
He's done extremely well. I didn't want to run him again between the Guineas and Derby. I did 2 very searching gallops with him, and he certainly satisfied me that he'd stay. He'd got the experience I wanted him to have before he came to Epsom, and the horse is in great form, you know.
Do you think he'll win?
I think he'll win.
Well, Clive, admittedly, has never been known for pessimism, and the one question mark, apart from Supreme Leader's stamina, is his ability to act round Tattenham Corner, because the day he won at Sandown, he took an awful long time to beat a fairly ordinary horse. That was entirely different form than what he showed over the straight mile of the General Accident 2000 Guineas. So let's hope he manages to navigate successfully today. I give him a great each-way chance. That's Supreme Leader. And now, of all the ones who've the nervous worries, in fact, the one who sweated up most is Royal Harmony. But I don't know, he's an inexperienced, comparatively inexperienced horse. I don't really think that sweat means anything very serious. And I still think that if Royal Harmony runs up to his home form, he will probably run better than his price suggests. But nevertheless, he is a maiden. He's never won a race, and it's 98 years since that happened, or since the Derby was the first. That's number 9, Royal Harmony. Michael Hills having his first ever Derby ride. He was particularly keen to get better than 4th because, as he said, his twin brother Richard. Now there's Shadid. We think he's going in late. Theatrical's going in last. But I think Michael Stout asked for special permission for Shadid to go in late. And the horse still is sweating only slightly, considering it is a very, very muggy, hot day. He doesn't seem to be at all seriously upset. Still, of course, a question of how well he will settle in the race, how easily Walter will be able to hold and settle him. More news from McCurrick.
Fluctuating, top of the head and face, 9-4, 5-2 Slip Anchor, 7-2 Strong Shadid. Very powerful in the market, Law Society at 5-1. The Housewives tip Theatrical, nothing for it, 10-1. 5-2 the field, only in places though.
2 to go, one of them Lester Piggott on Theatrical. Good luck to him and all the rest. Over to you, Graham.
For this ever-ready derby, the 206th derby, Lanfranco gone into the stalls, and there's Lester Piggott, 9 derby winners on his last derby ride, who rides Theatrical. The horse nervous in the stalls, the last to go in for the ever-ready derby. That's it, the jockeys look across, they're under orders and they're away, and it's a pretty level break, and we expect Steve Cawthon on Slip Anchor to slip through into the lead, and he does just that. But Snowplant, that one stays too, and he is with him, but it's Slip Anchor in the lead from Snowplant in second. Then just in behind these comes Damister up on the very wide outside, tracked by Main Reach. Lester Piggott towards the rear at this stage, and so too is Shadid. Shadid last but one as they race through the first furlong, and Steve Cawthon really making this a terrific test of both stamina and pace. He leads on the favourite Slip Anchor from Fardanti now second. Then behind these comes Surat third. Next to the rail, Snowplant being niggled along. Supreme Leader up on the outside. Then comes Petoski, Shadid in a good position. Law Society and Padidary getting closer. Leicester with quite a bit to do. Now he's last, just preceded by Damister. But this is a blistering gallop as they come to the point at the top of the hill and head towards the halfway stage. It's Slip Anchor in the lead from the French raider Syrah in second. Then behind these comes Fardanti in third. Supreme Leader up on the outside. Lester Piggott with quite a bit to do on Theatrical as they come down towards the halfway stage and they begin the descent to Tattenham Corner, and as they do so, it's Slip Anchor in the lead by 4 lengths to Fardanti in second. Then in third comes Syrah, fourth up on the outside Supreme Leader, then Shadid, Law Society. Main Reason being scrubbed along. Theatrical with quite a bit to do, and they're at the halfway stage in the ever-ready derby, and the favourite Slip Anchor is 4 lengths clear for Steve Cawthon. The back marker is Snowplant. Petoski comes out of the pack to throw down the challenge, but he's going to have to motor already. They're past the 5 furlong pole. Lester Piggott on the extreme left of the picture. Shadid going sweetly, the horse with the noseband, but Slip Anchor has slipped the field for Steve Cawthon. He's really blazing a trail as he turns around Tattenham Corner. This is a sparkling performance. They've got over 3 furlongs to go. We know the horse stays, and surely Steve has stolen it. They've got just over 3 to go, 1 horse in the picture, and that is Slip Anchor. Steve Cawthon reckons this horse is the best horse he's ever ridden. He could prove it here today, because Law Society's in second place, Supreme Leader is third, then comes Shadid, who's being pulled up at the rear of the field, but they've got just 2.5 to go. 2 to go. Steve looks round on Slip Anchor. This is a blistering pillar-to-post victory here. He's 8-10 lengths clear from the second horse, Law Society. Third is Supreme Leader. Theatrical hanging under pressure, staying on his Lanfranco, but he's not going to get anywhere near his stable companion. That's Slip Anchor. This is Steve Cawthon. Steve's first derby victory, ridden out from the post, staying home, coming home well. 1 horse race, and that's Slip Anchor. Slip Anchor the winner. From Law Society second, close from third between Damister, who stayed on well, and then came Supreme Leader, then Lanfranco, then Fardanti, and behind that one came Reach, then Theatrical, a disappointing run, then came